Well, it doesn't look like Wall Street was very impressed with The Little Mermaid's global bow. Every outlet out there calling this weekend a win for Little Mermaid, and I got to say, it's not. I already did a video on this. Go watch this morning's video, and I break down why that movie is for sure going to be a huge flop for Disney. And this isn't new to them. Really, the only win that they've had so far in the past 2 years is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And that brand is Marvel. And while Disney does own Marvel, so it is a Disney win at the end of the day, it's not really the Disney brand. The Disney brand as a whole is kind of damaged. Look at the past 2 years. Strange World. Huge flop. The biggest flop of 2022. That thing was a disaster. Then you had Lightyear. Another box office flop. That was from Pixar. Pixar used to be their moneymaker, not so much anymore. And it's looking like this little trend is going to continue as we move into the upcoming Elemental movie from Pixar, which is also looking like it's going to be a giant flop. There's predictions that this movie is going to make just $40 million, which is a disaster. They're also predicting the same for The Flash. I don't know about The Flash. I think The Flash is going to make a shit ton of money internationally. I think it'll probably get 100-something million here. We'll see. I think The Flash is going to make a lot of money. But if it doesn't, I don't really care because I don't like Ezra Miller. But I think the Batman, don't underestimate that Batman marketing that they're doing with that movie. Even on the poster, most of the poster is the Batwing with like Flash in the corner. And they put the Batwing in the center of the poster too, which I think is important. I would pull that up if I had it, but I'm sure you've seen it. And if you haven't seen it, just look it up. It's not that hard to find. It's a newer poster. But the Batwing takes up most of the poster. And when you have a movie poster or anything like in art, you usually put the most important character kind of center. You want them to be larger than life, really, on the poster because they're the star. So when you have the Flash in like a little corner and the Batwing taking up the most of the real estate on the poster, it kind of sends a message to me that, yeah, Batman is the main attraction here. And I think they know that. That's why they're trying to push Michael Keaton hard. But anyway, Elemental, $40 million prediction for this movie. That's bad. And after all of these flops for Disney, you have to start to wonder, really, is the brand for this company damaged? They really need families to come and watch their movies multiple times, and it's just not happening anymore. I wondered, are families giving up on Disney? And you can see this trend in their parks. Drunk 3PO, great creator, has talked about this at length, about how Universal is very, very busy nowadays, and Disney not so much. While the parks are still making money, I have to wonder if they're making, if you were to look at attendance and stuff like that, how much of their profits are made up of raising their costs versus people actually attending. I think there might be something going on there. Though this is just speculation. But we have Pixar's Elemental here, and man, I don't know. This is not good. So Elemental is tracking to even softer numbers, or 40 million domestically, according to sources. If this comes true, that's a disaster. So as they point out here, the marketing has just started to kick off for this movie. I think they're going to try to market the hell out of it, kind of similar to what they did with Lightyear. And they point out here, this will be, if the tracking stays as is, Elemental will join The Good Dinosaur and Onward in being one of the few Pixar movies to open to less than 50 million. The two latter films both opened to 39 million. Pixar, like DC, could use a box office win. During the coup, some Pixar movies were sent straight to Disney+, so the storied animation has only released one title in theaters, Lightyear, since Onward, including re-releases, Onward opened on March 6th, 2020, days before the Koof crisis resulted in, well, as you know, multiple theaters closed. And Lightyear was a disappointment, topping out at $226.4 million globally in summer 2022. So, yeah, this could be really bad for them. I don't know where this is going to end up. It could end up being a hit. You never know, especially because, I mean, June 16th is a long time away. It's not that far away, but I mean, there's a couple of weeks to go and things could change. I mean, how do you really make these predictions? I think they're looking at pre-sales and stuff like that. But it's an interesting one, and it'll be one to watch because Pixar is was a big money maker for Disney. I mean, they've kind of kept their animation legacy alive, to be honest. So if we get another failure from them, and this is after Lightyear, we can start asking a lot of questions about what's going on with Disney. I think they've really started to run that brand into the ground. I did a video on this a week or so ago going over some polls on how they've pretty much turned off half of the country. You can't really do good business when you turn off half of your consumers. And this is because they're being stupid, getting involved in dumb bullshit, like getting involved in that Florida bill. They should have shut the hell up. There was no reason for them to get involved in that. And that's backfired on them spectacularly. So we shall see. Anyway, let me know, what do you guys think about all of this in the comments? Let me know. Also, if you would, please throw a like up, share the video, make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.